Hey, back with another unboxing. So this is my guitar number 2, and I'm a little more excited about this one. This was a higher level Harley Benton one. This is the SC-DLX Gotoh. So it's their single cut with the Gotoh tuners and hardware, the Tesla pickups, and I got it in the Daphne blue, which is supposed to be a nice kind of matte, I guess Daphne blue or baby blue kind of color. And this one, again, this one was $330 Canadian, and so it's a little more expensive. It's more expensive than this one, which was, like I said, like 150. It's more expensive than the SC Custom 2, and so this one I bought because I thought it looked really nice, and that's why we buy a lot of guitars, right? We think they look nice. So this one I'm hoping doesn't have a big crack in the finish, because I wanted this one to look a little nicer. But let's see what we got. Alright, so here's the box. And it this way. Okay, there it is in the box. Foamy for the switch. No cable in this one. Just a guitar. But that's okay. Color. Nice. Ooh. Nice dark fretboard. Which is what I was hoping, because in the pictures and the videos I saw it looked really dark, and I was hoping it wasn't just I wasn't going to get one with a really light fretboard. It's a nice matte finish all across. Dirt here. All right. See, this one, maybe the other one didn't, I just didn't notice it, but this one comes with a quality control check card. Let's see how they did. Okay, let's just feel the... Okay, first thing, there's no sharp frets. Okay, it's not bad. It feels good. Like I'm not gonna have a problem playing that, but it does not feel as good as this one. That one felt amazing. You couldn't even like tell you were running your hands along frets. This one you can feel a bit. It's still nice. I'm not gonna complain about that. You know, if I picked up a guitar and it felt like this, I'd be like, that's fine. But just knowing that I just had this one in my hands and that one is like half the price, the fret job on that one is better. And this one has stainless steel frets, so I thought they'd maybe take a little more time doing it. And I'm already noticing, I mean, I like the way it looks, okay? And I've already noticed a couple things here. From 10 feet away, this guitar is going to be so beautiful. And I know I wanted this mostly for the finish. I mean, I like this guitar, I want to play it, but there's a few little things I've noticed so far. I don't think it's to the point of I would return this. I think I'll probably ask for a bit of money back if I can. But I'm not so hung up on the finish that I would send this back and go through all that process to get another one. So let's walk through what I've seen so far. See, these are things in the right light I can see. You guys probably won't be able to see them in the camera. I don't think so. There's a scuff right here in the finish, and a scuff here, and there's a little line right by the bridge in the finish. And those aren't, it's not just dirt that'll wipe off, that's a scuff right in the finish. And I noticed on the back as well, so there are, what's that? Some stuff stuck to it. Okay, that comes off. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if this camera will pick it up in this lighting. There are little specks, dark specks. There's a couple up here in the finish that don't flick off. They're not just on the surface, they're in the finish. So that's not super. There's again, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. There's a little, where is it? Right there. There's a little dent in the where the binding meets the guitar. Looks like a little tool or something hit it, and there's a small, like a pen point kind of dent in the little bit of the binding and a little bit of the body. There's this, I don't know if you can see. And I'm not making this up, okay? I don't have the greatest lighting in here. I haven't made videos in years. There's a little black scuff in the binding there, and I've noticed there's just kind of, see if it comes off. No. So there's just kind of little dark spots, little flecks, and just kind of dirt in a bit of the binding around the edge. Just in, not the whole way around, but just in certain spots, it's a little, it's just a, you know, it's a little dirty, but it doesn't come off. So you just kind of, I gotta live with it. Back of the neck looks pretty good. These cover plates are really scratchy, but I'm assuming there's a thin film of plastic here I can peel off, and that will make them all better. Looks like it's there, so I'll play with that later. So I'm not too worried about those, they're just plastic guards. Headstock looks good. The tuners, I bet you this isn't in tune either. No, it's not. Which is fine. It doesn't need to be in tune out of the box, especially when it's just crossed an ocean. Just feel it. The tuners feel good. I don't like that. The switch feels okay, but I don't know if you can see that. It just hasn't been screwed on properly. They've got it misaligned a little bit, and so it's just not sitting quite flush. It's like flush on the one side, and then it's got, you know, a couple millimeter gap on this side. So I just need to unscrew that and fix the threading a bit and tighten it down. That's not a huge issue. Check the knobs here. Work. They feel nice and smooth. The tone knob should also be a push-pull, which it is. So that looks good. Yeah, okay. So there's a couple spots right where on the base of the neck here. Again, I don't know if these are going to show up in the camera. If you look right in the corners here, right there, where some of the blue paint actually got onto the white binding around the neck. See if it shows up on this side. Oh, you can see or not. And because I'm guessing this isn't an ebony fretboard, and I'm guessing they've used some kind of dye to make it black. There's spots along the binding, along the edge of the fretboard, especially along the bottom here. Ugh, that's a little disappointing. I don't know if you can see here. It's just dirty, but it's not dirt. It's just, it's stain, like all along here, the edge where the binding and the fretboard meet. I don't know if it'll show up, but it's just, it's dirty. There's little bits of stain that have gotten into the binding when they were doing this, and it literally just looks like there's a little kind of line of dirt along the binding, which maybe will wear off with time. Maybe I can take a little X-Acto knife and, I don't know if you can see the little dark spots there, and just scrape it off. We'll see. again, it's a little disappointing because I paid a little more for this guitar, and they, you know, so I want them to take a little more care to do some of the finish details. But again, $330 for a brand new guitar that's, I can't even remember what wood this was made of. Might have been mahogany, might have been something else, but it's got, you know, stainless steel frets, Gotoh hardware, Tesla pickups, you got your push-pull, you know, it's nice. Like, and I don't think I could find a guitar in this price for, you know, in any other brand that would do this. And I do, like I said, from anyone looking, like maybe you guys can't even tell on the camera, like it's a really nice looking guitar, and I think I'm gonna like it. Obviously, I'm gonna tune it up and play it, and we'll see. The finished stuff, like I said, that's where I'd rather they kind of cut corners than in the playability of the guitar. I did buy this one because I thought it looked nice, and so I was, you know, it'd be nicer not to have these little things to notice in it. But for me anyway, it's not to the point where I would send this back. But I do think it's probably more in line with like a B stock model, because they sell B stocks on Thomann, than it is a brand new model. But I mean, if I ordered a B stock and I got this, I would be quite happy, because I'd be like, that's all that's wrong with it? A few scuffs, you know, I can deal with that. So again, I don't know, a little disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. It's not. I'm not totally heartbroken over it. So I'll get this tuned up and play it, and we'll see. Maybe I'll try and make a couple review videos for you. But there you go, out of the box. One more thing just to add on this, because I just kind of noticed it and wasn't paying attention as much earlier. The frets all need to be polished, because I tried on the other one, it was fine, but this one, you can hear it sliding against the fret. And normally I don't really care too much about like the setup out of the box, because I know how to set up a guitar, and I'm not, you know, if it comes out of the guitar and it's not set up at all, out of the box and it's not set up at all, I'm not going to send it back. I know how to fix that. And so I don't really care, because I'm like, it's been shipped, it's gone through different moistures and humidities and stuff like that. So, you know, the setup I can deal with. But it is a little annoying to have to polish all the frets. I'm probably not going to do that right away, because I just want to play it. So I'll play it, and then when I change strings, I'll polish the frets up. But that's just a little housekeeping thing that would have been nice for them to make sure the guitar was, you know, set up. I can adjust the action and stuff, but you know, I shouldn't have to. It's not easy to polish all the frets without redoing the strings. So it would have been nice to have that already taken care of. Anyway, that's it.